Feast your eyes on this. Nearly 90 food trucks hungry for business filled the old Myrtle Square Mall parking lot for the annual Myrtle Beach Food Truck Festival. Good Saturday evening. Thank you for joining us for News 13 at 6. I'm Adriana Cotero. First on News 13 at 6, we're continuing our Myrtle Beach Classic coverage as the city's first ever PGA tournament is well underway this weekend.
That is so wild to me that it's 80s, near the end of October. I'm from Michigan, so this is totally not what I'm used to, but that's why I'm here, the sunshine.
It's time to pull out these special glasses because in less than 24 hours, the Carolinas will experience a partial solar eclipse. And I can't see anything right now, but here to tell us what we can expect to see is meteorologist Hannah Ronner. Hannah?
Good morning, Melissa and Taylor. It's a celebration featuring Carolina Select oysters and local artwork to support the downtown revitalization of the Arts and Innovation District. This is a look at some of the damage it left behind. Hannah, you've got details on that confirmed tornado as well as a look at power outages and current conditions. What can you tell us? I'm standing in the middle of all the damage. You can see pieces of the roof scattered along the entrance of this building. And I just want to note, these aren't just a few pieces. There are hundreds of pieces here on the ground, some small, some big. And if you look up here, we're heading up towards the top of the building. You can see the sign completely ripped off. You also see the entire roof peeling off right now as we're speaking, and the wood exposed as well. And surrounding areas of Fantasy Harbor and River Oaks experienced significant damage from the storm. That's right. Good morning, Melissa and Taylor. 132 PGA golfers are hitting the links today for round 2 of the Myrtle Beach Classic. And many of them, just a few steps away, are already practicing right here on the putting green behind me. Now, a lot of their top fans are coming from all over to see the action.
All bad for USC and Coastal, but good for Clemson fans.
And Michigan fans. Go blue, baby.
Adriana, what's your favorite thing to eat at brunch? Are you more savory or do you like the sweet dishes?
Can I say a mimosa?
Today is Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, a day that calls for Mexican food and a fiesta. The annual Sacasti Heritage Festival was full, having hit 250 vendors. Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for News 13 at 6:30. I'm Adriana Cotero. We began with breaking news. A body was found this afternoon near Sandy Island. I spoke with South Carolina American Red Cross's Michael Hesbach, who had a first-hand look at the severe damages in the Horseshoe Beach area of Dixie County, Florida. Hesbach deployed from Florence on August 28th.
That's when streetlights were completely down. The wind was picking up quickly. There was significant flooding, and I must say it was pretty scary out there. I just remember thinking that the car was going to flip over and I was holding on to the wheel so tightly. And I just want to say that this roof and these trucks that you saw blown over are just a few examples of how significant and intense the wind gusts were today. Reporting live in Fantasy Harbor, Adriana Cotero, News 13. I'm here in the Cherry Grove area where the tornado hit last night, and winds are very strong here right now. We're also experiencing some rain, and I'm actually going to step out of the frame here so you can see this house behind me where the roof was completely blown away last night during the storm. First day of the first ever PGA tournament to stop in Myrtle Beach welcomed thousands as 132 golfers hit the links to compete in the Myrtle Beach Classic. That was the ceremonial first drive carried out by 16-year-old Myrtle Beach resident and junior golfer Madison Messmer. And just like that, the opening ceremony came to an end and the Myrtle Beach Classic was in full swing.
A day of firsts. Our first tournament ever for the PGA Tour. First day of that. Incredible field of golfers. And probably the most exciting thing is just what the fan reaction has been.
Tournament director Darren Nelson says they are anticipating nearly 8,000 attendees today, and that number can increase to about 15,000 by the weekend. Yeah! We caught up with some fans who are sharing in all the excitement.
Never been to a golf tournament, so I'm really excited to be here and check it out.
It feels really good. We're really psyched about it.
An event this big, no doubt, it will have a huge impact on the local economy. Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Karen Reardon says they plan to take an economic impact calculation immediately after the tournament.
All the restaurants have been full this week, going out to attractions, enjoying our beach. The golf courses, people are coming and they're playing a number of the courses and then they're going to come to the tournament. So the economic impact of this will be tremendous.
And this is just year one for the annual event.
goal for these next 4 days is let's have a great player experience and let's have a great fan experience for everyone. And then it'll be onward and upward.
Again, this is just day one of the tournament. It continues through Sunday, and I plan to be back out here tomorrow morning, bright and early, so be sure to stay with News 13 for continued coverage of the Myrtle Beach Classic. Reporting in Myrtle Beach, Adriana Cotero, News 13. Mi casa es su casa, or what translates to my house is your house. This is how all customers of Cuba Bar and Grill are greeted. It's one of the first Cuban restaurants that has decided to call North Myrtle Beach home. And the business owners welcome all inside, where you'll be transported to the streets of Havana. From colorful murals, upbeat salsa music, and authentic, flavorful Cuban dishes, all brought to Myrtle Beach by the Para familia. Cuba Bar and Grill is owned and operated by Ismael Para with help from his cousins. It's always been a dream of Ismael's to open a restaurant, and 3 months ago, that became his reality.
Miles says his passion lies with cooking and being able to bring the Cuban culture to the area.
On September 15th, Cuba Bar and Grill was joined by the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce for their official grand opening ceremony. Ismael says this is one of the only Cuban restaurants in the area, and that's why he felt like he needed to make the food and environment as traditional as possible.
The Cuban culture is the music, food, dancing salsa, coming together as a family to celebrate. He thinks the Hispanic community is growing in Myrtle Beach and feels it's important for everyone to know all the cultures. It's important for everyone to know the culture because it creates more diversity. There are so many different cultures. I think we should get to know all of them.
According to his cousins, Daniel and Abel Para, the community has reacted positively to their business. Daniel and Abel told me they are incredibly busy with customers waiting outside eager to try Cuban food. And this is their dream come true too.
This is something we have dreamed of since we were children. This is a family business, and we are all so happy. And I had an opportunity to hop on this new venture.
I can't do this.
You can do it. You can do it.
Why am I spinning?
I was a little shaky at first.
People, I would say 98% of the population can pick up and ride it within about 3 to 5 minutes.
Pull up and back. You got it. Good.
And just like he got me on a Segway, he also wants to get more locals on tours.
Of our business is guests visiting, but we always welcome the locals to come and enjoy our tours.
And if you want to try and give this a shot and hopefully do a little better than I did, well, the tour runs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. Reporting live in Market Common, Adriana Cotero, News 13.